the Forged Horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been rung once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts.
2026 Indianapolis Colts.
Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And Sunday night primetime is off and running. On the return, Britton Covey. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Allen taken right to the air. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throw for Allen. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. To get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And an Eagle first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Play action now with Allen. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he's going to work it to the 20. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air again, Allen. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He's going to run for it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Enough from the pistol to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Makes a man miss. He's off. And this is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Cook trying this one up the gut. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Lamar. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Blake Grupe on to attempt a field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Grupe sends it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from the 37. Allen setting up play action. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
They'll get
yards.
16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Colts.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Allen gonna throw again. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's Allen out of the pistol. This one's to Andrews outright. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
14, Colts 3.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson buying some time left. He's keeping it, and he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Lamar. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down. Here's Lamar. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The best defenses you go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Allen now on 1st down. Andrews has it, work in the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. 1st and 10, here's Allen. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the game stays at 11. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 from the 32. Pistol snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense. And number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Lamar now from the gun. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's a give to Cook. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. So Bernard tracking that one down.
33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. Changing it up here, Jackson. Making the call himself. And they take this in for the score. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
14.
Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Covey now to return this. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47, 3rd down coming up.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Colts and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
On first down, Jackson. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Eagles take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down by Cameron Kitchens. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense to the line for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12.
Colts 9.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Jackson. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Jackson now on third. Complete out to the right. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
6 yards.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right. Brought in inside the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. Devontae Adams, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Colts trim the deficit down to 5.
Colts 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Motioning the tight end now. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge and then netted a solid gain.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Allen fires out wide complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Eagles.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Eagles leading by 5. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Indy. Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory.
Let's go. I like that you freeze the defense. You gotta make a play here.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.